Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the hashtag TFR
TFR
Motivation Monday
Monday.
Zoom. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles.
Hi,
we
guys.
are your co-hosts tonight, and we've got a very, very special guest for you on week 2 of the new or the core skills to be successful in your network marketing business. We're going to take at least probably 10 to 12 weeks to cover all of these. And we're talking about skill 2, which is how to invite to the opportunity. And we have none other than Elite Pro 7, Jennings Waterhouse, to just crush that for you. But before we bring her on, we want to tell you about this YouTube channel, the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. What do you think about that?
I think it's a must. I think that every single one of you need to go and subscribe. Just go and search Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube and you'll find us. It looks pretty similar to this. It's actually, this is the old one. I don't know why it's showing the old one, but we have got a new, it's a white background with a lion tribe there. Go and find us, subscribe, ring the bell, make sure that you ask for notifications so that every single time we upload new content, you get notified that it's there. We are working on this new, the core 7, right? And so we're going to be utilizing these videos to help really launch new distributors, but relaunch those of you that are really ready to step into your position in LifeVantage and take advantage of 2022. Gosh, it even says 2021. What in the heck is going on with this?
I know what happened.
What happened?
Can I
yeah,
speak?
please.
So what happened? This was before the storm, which actually happened in 2021.
It's this one right here.
This is after the storm.
This is the one.
So this is you stepping in and dominating after the storm.
Yeah.
I just made that up on the fly.
I love it. It was so good.
Was it
High
good?
five right
All right.
here. Do you know there's magic in high fives? If there's somebody there in the room with you, high five them right now. If there's not somebody in the room with you, do this.
High five yourself.
See this hand here? Hey, there seriously is magic in the high five. Just ask Mel Robbins.
Right.
So, guys,
she wrote a book about it.
She really did. So the reason why we're doing this series is because we know that, network marketing is a simple business, but we want to make sure that you have the skills necessary to be as successful as you want to be. So we're providing you with the training. Now it's up to you to take it and implement it into your business. So our special guest tonight is Elite Pro 7, Jennings Waterhouse, and we are so blessed to have her here. We absolutely adore her. We have the opportunity to be working closely with her at something called Vision Summit that I think every single one of you have heard about. If not, the first Monday night TFR call, you can go on YouTube and find that where Master Pro 10 Fry talks all about Vision Summit. But Jennings Waterhouse has actually been a serial entrepreneur since birth. She's a creator, an artist, an outdoor lover. She's a chef, a renovation junkie, Bikram yoga instructor, and owner of Zest Inspired Living, a business dedicated to tools for living a most optimal life. I love this, by the way. She lives with her family off grid in the Selkirk wilderness by the Canadian border in northern Idaho, a homeschooling mother of 2 boys and a wife to Bridger. Their family loves to travel, adventure, and live an out-of-the-box lifestyle. So Jennings recognized immediately that LifeVantage was an incredibly unique opportunity not to be missed. For the last 9 years, she has become a passionate ambassador for personal growth and the network marketing industry. And so we are so excited to be able to welcome Jennings to the call. Jennings, can you please show yourself to us? And I'm going to go speaker here so that we can see you. Make sure that everybody is muted. Okay, awesome. So where are you at? Can you talk?
I'm right next to you on my screen.
There you go.
Well, for the recording, we want to make sure that we've got it in speak you and that we've got you up front and center. So welcome. Thank you so much for being our special guest. Anything you want to say before we give her the clock?
The Bikram yoga.
I know, right? Yeah. That hot yoga.
I thought
we've done that before together.
Yeah. And I have to just be honest. I went in there very underwhelmed and thinking, how hard could this be? It's just kind of like stretching on the ground and not knowing that it felt like we were in hell. It was so hot. But at the end, I remember going out of the Bikram Yoga studio and doing a live because that was the hardest I got my butt kicked since football in high school. And really didn't do much. No collision, but it was like, oh my gosh. So if that's what you do and you do that, I just have a whole nother level of appreciation for you.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Dondi. Well, it's it's one of those things where they say you can't judge it until you've done it 10 times. So you just have to get in there, go do it, and you get radical results. And that's a lot like inviting, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I get to be here tonight with you guys. I'm excited. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we know that you have had really great success with you and your mom working together. And that success, last week we talked about putting together your names list and categorizing them. And so we wanted to take it to the next step to where people can now take that names list and what do they do with it, right? And so would you please take over for us tonight and just show everybody, the next step in these core skills and how to utilize inviting?
Definitely. Well, hi, you guys. I'm Jennings, and I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm a 9-year now veteran of network marketing, and I'll tell you guys, I still feel like I'm just getting started, and I'm sure that some of you that have been around for a while understand that, because we're always learning, we're always growing, we're always revisiting these core skills that we're practicing like newbies every single day. So it gets a little smoother, but you're still just learning how to walk over and over and over again, I want to say. So it's kind of like Bikram yoga in that it's not comfortable. They call it the torture chamber for a reason. It's probably a little bit like this, right? So when I first entered the business 9 years ago, I definitely had no idea what I was getting involved in. I saw our technology. I saw something that I was going to take for the rest of my life. I was like, that is a game changer. That's going to be in my body every single day forever. And I had a whole list of people that ran through my brain when I saw that ABC primetime video, like so many names. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they need this and they need this. And wow, this person's been telling me this about themselves. And instantly I knew that I had to say yes, because I had to share it with people. Did I have any clue how to invite them? No, not at all. And I wish sometimes that I could go back to those first few months, because I was so excited and I was so passionate. I really didn't care what I said. And there's something to be said for that. So for you guys that are new, try not to learn anything. Try not to get in your head. Try not to think. Just go and share your passion and your love. But there does come a time when you start to understand a little too much, right? We start to think like, be a little more conscious of ourselves and aware of how we're communicating with people. And that's where we have to, once you start having that awareness, we have to take it up a notch. Right. And when we start to do that, we're going to have different results. At first, it might be a little bit shaky. You might be trying out different things and you're not like necessarily successful, but you're learning, okay, this is what I shouldn't do. And this one, wow, this one worked pretty good. So I'm going to go through tonight just a couple of key areas that I think are critical for everybody. And so I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to talk about inviting. So you guys, what's the goal of inviting? Anybody? Just, you can put in the chat. You can just agree with me. Our goal, is it to present to the people, to sell them on the spot? Is it to convince them that we have the most amazing technology in the world, that they need to sign up today, that they've got to, love network marketing, all from our one invite? I think you will agree with me that the goal of our invite is a little different. We're just trying to look, and somebody said this the other day, we're looking for the lookers. And I thought that was such an interesting thing, because if you're like me, you had no idea that you were looking, So how do we find these looker type people? And how do we get across to them that we're just inviting them to be open. We're not even inviting them necessarily to, we're hoping to invite them to a specific event, but we're also just kind of testing the waters to see, ooh, is now the right time or not? Are they open? Are they not? Right? So we become master investigators. Often we're at the end of the road before we've even started driving. Does anybody agree with me? So we can take two paths. One of them is the path of judgment, self-judgment. Oh my God, if I invite them, then they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think I'm a network marketer. They think I'm gonna try and like get money from them, that I'm trying to sell them something. I'm gonna lose my friends. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's pathetic because she doesn't have any money. So now she's got to do network marketing, right? How many of us have gone down that road? Yeah. Then we have the other road, which is, oh my God, this is the perfect person. They're amazing. They would be the best. They're going to be pro 10. They know everybody. I know they're going to love this. They're going to sign up and they're just going to talk to everybody and it's going to be amazing and they're going to succeed. And there's just no way they're not going to see this. And right. And you're already like so far ahead of yourself, all before you've even said, hey, I have something I'd love to share with you. Right. So I want you, when you are starting to think about inviting, to become very aware of that energy of, am I like driving the car 50 miles an hour faster than the speed limit? Or am I present? Am I present with my goal, which is to be a master heart opener, I want to say, right? We're going around, we're investigating, we're seeing where people are, and we're using our listening skills. That's like the number one tool in our toolbox, I think. So last week, you guys learned all about how to sort and sift your list. And now it's to the part where it's like, okay, I've got to take action. If I'm going to move my business forward, I can't just think about people. I can't just manifest them out of the sky. I have to actually put one foot in front of the other and I have to invite them. And so I really want you guys to think about these three things when you're inviting. Keeping it simple. So if your invite is getting more complex, adding more and more in there, more and more complicated terms, like even things like biohacker maybe, or breakthrough technology sometimes. Like I really started to think about, wow, if people have to question what that word means that you're inviting them to, they might already be putting up a little bit of a wall. They might be scared, like technology, I'm not a technology person, right? So we want to keep it super simple and super relaxed, right? We want to be excited without being hypey. We want to be serious without being scary. But we want to keep it really, really simple. And when you keep it simple, this gives you an opportunity to not only re-invite somebody at a later date. So when we're inviting somebody, we're kind of like dipping a toe in, seeing what's the temperature of that water at this time, right? And sometimes you might find, oh, I invited them, but gosh, I took a misstep on the timing. Maybe this just wasn't the right time for them. So if you keep your invite simple enough, you're going to be able to re-invite them easier at another time. And what I mean by keeping it simple is we are not giving a presentation in our invite, right? So no science information, no company information, pretty much no information, right? Some of the best invites I've heard is, gosh, I've been thinking about you. You've been on my mind. You were telling me about an issue that you were having, and wow, share something with you. How simple, right? Or Dondi, I have to get this information in front of you. When do you have 30 minutes that we could chat? So simple, right? So keep your awareness. How's my energy? Is it a little over the top? Am I a little low? That's pretty much everything. The words that are coming out, so simple. Okay, if you're doing any more than that, too much, right? Then the most important thing is to be authentic, personal, and genuine. So when you're looking at this list that you guys have formulated, which is so powerful, especially if you're doing it from that influencer, which I'm pretty sure you guys did, sorting and sifting by influence, really working on having an authentic, genuine reason to reach out to that person. So really thinking back, like, what was our last conversation that we had? What have they told me that really sticks out of importance to them? Not to me, right? Not what I think is important about them, but what they told me is important to them. And if I haven't gotten to that point, I probably need to do a little more investigating. I always like to remind people and actually tell them why I'm inviting them. So the first step is always complimenting. People love to be complimented, right? They love to know, well, why me? They don't want to be just another name on your checklist, right? So making it sure that we come across as being super personal, not generic, but genuine. So if you can, in your heart, say, this is why I'm reaching out to this person, and this is exactly what they told me, why I think they might be interested in this, you're going to go in with a lot more confidence, a lot more conviction, and they're going to receive it in a much better way and be much more open when you've verbalized, hey, I really listened to you. I really understood where you were coming from. An invite, a really great invite, no matter how simple, should leave both you and the other person feeling great. So have you guys ever had somebody invite you to something and you like already feel like you're in trouble when they're inviting you? I have some, I've heard people when they're starting out or whatever, they're like, well, they need this and and you already have that feeling of like, oh God, I'm scared. What did I do wrong? I'm not sure if I want to come because I'm in trouble because I've been doing the wrong things and whatever. So just check your energy. Okay. Am I being welcoming? Am I complimenting? Am I being inclusive when I'm inviting? Everybody, every single person you know pretty much wants to be included. They want to be invited to something. They want to be special, right? So we don't have to worry about that. We just have to tell them why we think they're special. And even though they may say no because they don't know what they're looking for, or they don't know exactly, may not be the right timing, or might not be a good fit, if you leave them feeling great, you're going to have more and more opportunities. Maybe they're going to lead you to the next person. Maybe they're going to, when things change, they're going to be much more open. They're going to say, you know what, Marcy made me feel so good that maybe she does have something for me. Maybe I need to go back and revisit what she wanted to show me. So these are pretty simple things. Simple invite, very short, like 30 seconds or less. Authentic and personal. You can really clearly define why you were inviting them from your heart. And you do it in a way that makes them feel good. You honor them, and also you honor yourself, and you both feel great after the invite. And when you do that, you're going to go and want to invite way more people. I was thinking about this today about about the invite, and I was seeing, it's kind of like you're hiking along this trail and you come to this cave, and all of us have been through this cave and we know what's on the other side. But other people have no idea what's on the other side. And they're looking at this and they're going, wow, that could be really scary. It's like dark in there. There could be snakes and spiders and mud, and I could get trapped. And there's a lot of unknowns in that cave. And whenever we are inviting and we start layering on more and more pieces in our invite, let's say like more details about the company, or time freedom, or wow, you're going to get so much personal growth, or all of these different things that we think are awesome because we know what they look like, to other people, it's kind of like stacking another boulder in front of this opening, right? So the opening becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And so if we can just, by keeping those 3 steps, the simple, authentic, genuine, because people are going to trust you. If you're authentic and genuine, they're going to trust you. And then if you go in with that energy of feeling good, people are going to be like, oh, I don't know, Marcy, this looks pretty scary, but I trust you. So I'm willing to see what's on the other side. I'm willing to go through here and explore. And when they get in there and then they see what's on the other side, they're so grateful, aren't they? But they had no idea in what they were even looking for. So we have to remember that cave, remember, hey, there's already enough scary stuff. So the simpler I keep it, the more calm, trusting, loving, heart opening I am, the more people are going to come and they're going to walk on that journey with me, and they're going to come to the other side, and then they're going to go back and they're going to tell people, hey, you should listen to these guys because that was a pretty incredible journey and you need to come with me too. So on our team, we have a saying now that's become kind of, we say we need to make a t-shirt. Our Pro 5, Kim Berkheimer, came up with this, and we're like, duh, this is totally it, right? This is everything right here. Instead of like working on your invite, or I'm going to try and invite, our whole goal is for us to become inviting. So if you are walking around being an inclusive, welcoming person, it's going to be really easy for you to incorporate this invite into your daily activity. Hey, come with me. Let's go. We're going to go together. And that's so important. So as you think of this, the invite can become so scary that we start to separate. We start to think of ourselves as, distinct beings and, over here and over there. And instead it's like, no, we are a family. We want as many people to come with us as possible. And when you go with that energy, people are going to come to your webinars, right? They're going to come to meet your team. They're going to want to see what you're up to. So that's my tip for inviting tonight.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Oh, okay. I'll let you go first since I did all the talking before. So
it's kind of one of those things that when you are in the industry long enough, you've been in 9 years, I've been in 12 years, Marcy's been in about 10, and you think you've 11 you think you've kind of heard every approach. And I'm looking at it and go, oh my gosh, some of my invites, people probably think they're in trouble. They're getting in trouble. Like I'm scolding them. I'm so excited I'm scolding them, but our energies are off. But that cave analogy, oh my gosh, because I've come out the other side with snake bites and mud all over me. Thank God there's that waterfall to get cleaned out. But that was a beautiful, beautiful analogy. And it's just, I mean, I'm blown away. I'm totally blown away by your content, by your analogies, and just how unbelievable you are. Thank you. That just helped our end.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope that's helpful.
It's so helpful. You know, one of the things, some of the comments that we've been seeing in the Facebook page, and me personally, what I just felt was, oh, I need to go back and just clean out the debris in the front of that cave, because I have made it so difficult trying to, I don't know if it's because I've been trying to make myself sound smarter or because I know too much now, whatever it is. If we can just get into that mindset of those three things, the short and simple, right? Keeping it authentic, and making sure that we compliment them, why we invited them. And then the feel good energy. I absolutely loved that. And I think that it just rounded out everything that you shared perfectly. We are so grateful, Jennings. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. It's an honor to be with you.
Well, and we can't wait to see you in a couple days. All right, guys. So make sure I'm going to go and I'm going to post this on YouTube. Make sure that you go and subscribe, and you can watch this over and over and over again, and just take the things out of it and start implementing it. So now you have got the training on how to create your names list and how to categorize it. And the second is this with the invite and the simple steps that Jennings just gave you. And then we'll move next week into starting to tell the story. There's 3 parts to the story, and we'll be starting on how to tell your story. Okay, so we hope that you'll all join us. Make sure that you put this call on your calendar. It's every Monday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And Jennings, thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us. We love you.
Thank you for giving us permission to become inviting.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
So good.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And thank you for your brilliance on that. Thank you so much, Jennings. God bless you.
So when you make the shirts, we want 2.
Yes, too.
Or more. All right, guys, have a great night. God bless you all.
Good night. Thank you.